For millions relying on SSDI and VA benefits, November 2025 isn't business as usual. This month introduces a shift that ties Social Security payments directly to birth dates, splitting beneficiaries into 3 groups, with payments landing on the 12th, 19th, and 26th. That final date. It's the day before Thanksgiving, a detail that matters for those banking on holiday funds. While this system aims to create consistency, it also adds a layer of urgency. If you miss the window to update your address or banking details with SSA, your check could be late, or worse, lost.
Backhand index pointing right. If this information helped you, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're always one step ahead. We break down important updates like this clearly so you're never caught off guard. Join our community, stay informed, and take control of your financial future, starting today. Flexed Biceps Calendar.
Those who began receiving benefits before May 1997 are the outliers here, still scheduled around the 3rd. A reminder that not all rules apply equally, and that clarity on your own payment pattern is key to staying afloat. This change underscores one message above all. You need to know exactly when your benefits are coming. Planning holiday expenses, bills, and essentials around these fixed dates is no longer optional. It's essential. The push toward direct deposit isn't just about convenience. It's the most reliable safeguard against postal delays or unexpected disruptions. Whether you're managing SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, understanding your November payment schedule, and acting early to address any discrepancies, is the best way to avoid last-minute stress and keep your finances on track through the holiday season and into the new year. If you're receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, you need to listen carefully, because November 2025 brings major confirmed changes to the payment schedule that will affect millions of Americans. This isn't speculation. These changes are official. And with the holidays approaching and year-end bills piling up, your ability to budget and plan depends on understanding exactly when your money is coming in. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that, in November 2025, your payment date depends entirely on your birth date. That's right. Your birthday now determines when you get paid. This new structure separates beneficiaries into 3 clear groups, each scheduled to receive their payments on a different Wednesday in November. Here's how it breaks down. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your Social Security check will arrive on Wednesday, November 12th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, your check will arrive on Wednesday, November 19th. And if your birthday is from the 21st to the 31st, your payment is scheduled for Wednesday, November 26th, just one day before Thanksgiving. This change matters. That last group, people born between the 21st and 31st, are getting their payments during one of the busiest and most expensive weeks of the year. That Wednesday is right before Thanksgiving. So for many families, that deposit is going straight toward holiday food, travel costs, and heating bills. It's critical to know when that money is hitting your account so you can plan ahead, especially with November's inflated seasonal expenses. But let's not forget, there are still exceptions to this new schedule. If you began receiving benefits before May 1997, your payment follows a different timeline. Instead of the Wednesday birth date-based system, your benefits should arrive around the 3rd of November. So if you've been on benefits longer than most, don't panic when your payment doesn't fall on a Wednesday. You're part of that earlier group that follows the traditional deposit schedule. Now, what about Supplemental Security Income, SSI, recipients? If you receive SSI, your check is scheduled for November 1st. But, and this is important, if November 1st falls on a weekend or holiday, the payment date may shift. You could see your payment arrive earlier, possibly on the last weekday of October. So it's essential to double-check your specific situation and mark your calendar. These timing shifts can throw off rent, utilities, and other fixed expenses if you're not prepared. Let's talk delays. Even with these fixed dates, minor delays can happen. Bank processing times, federal holidays, and even weather events can slow things down. That's why the Social Security Administration urges beneficiaries to wait 3 business days after their scheduled date before taking action. If you haven't received your payment after that waiting period, contact the SSA directly, either by phone or through their website. Don't wait longer than necessary. Get answers quickly, especially if you're relying on that money to pay urgent bills. And this part can't be emphasized enough. Direct deposit is not optional anymore. It's essential. If you're still receiving paper checks, you're leaving yourself vulnerable. Postal delays, lost mail, stolen checks. It's all avoidable. Switching to direct deposit means your money hits your account faster, safer, and more reliably. You also gain a buffer. In many cases, banks process the deposit before the scheduled date, giving you access to your funds earlier. That extra day or two, it can mean the difference between making rent or falling behind. Now is the time to double-check your personal information with the SSA. If you've moved, changed banks, or updated your contact details recently, you must notify them immediately. A simple mismatch, like an outdated bank account number or an incorrect address, can delay your payments by weeks. Stay proactive. The SSA is not going to chase you down for updates. That responsibility is on you. And remember, these dates aren't changing every month. They follow a consistent year-round structure, adjusted only slightly when holidays interfere. That consistency is helpful for budgeting. You can look ahead, set your calendar, and align your bills and spending with your expected income. But only if you know your dates. Let's recap the three groups again clearly. Group 1, birthdays 1st to 10th. Payment arrives Wednesday, November 12th. Group 2, birthdays 11th to 20th. Payment arrives Wednesday, November 19th. Group 3, birthdays 21st to 31st. Payment arrives Wednesday, November 26th. Pre-May 1997 recipients. Payment expected around Monday, November 3rd. SSI recipients. Scheduled for Saturday, November 1st, with possible early arrival if it lands on a weekend. This is not just about knowing your date. It's about planning your month. November is a tough financial month for many. It's colder. Energy costs are up. Holiday shopping begins. Travel ramps up. And with Thanksgiving falling just after the last payment group, it's more important than ever to prepare early. Set reminders. Alert your family members who might be confused by the new system. Update your information with the SSA. Sign up for direct deposit. And don't assume someone else is handling it for you. These are your benefits. Stay on top of them. If your payment doesn't arrive when expected, wait 3 business days. Then take action. Visit the SSA website or call their national hotline. Don't let a glitch or oversight disrupt your financial stability. Problems can be fixed, but only if you act. These changes are confirmed and final. There is no appeal process, no opt-out. This birthday-based schedule is now the standard. And while it may seem like a small shift, the impact on day-to-day life is huge for people living on fixed incomes. This is about rent, groceries, utilities, everyday matters. The best defense against stress is awareness. By knowing your group and your date, switching to direct deposit, and updating your personal info, you're taking control. That's the message here. Control what you can. Don't let surprises derail your month. If this video helped clarify your November payment schedule, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you know who relies on these benefits. Help them avoid confusion. Drop a comment below if you have questions or need clarification. We'll do our best to help you understand your situation. Like this video if it brought value to you. And make sure to subscribe so you never miss an important update that could affect your benefits. The stakes are too high to ignore this. Stay informed. Stay prepared. And don't forget, if something goes wrong, contact the SSA directly. They're the only ones who can fix a missing or delayed payment. When it comes to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, timing is everything. We're not talking about luxury spending or discretionary purchases. We're talking about survival, rent, electricity, prescription medication, groceries. For tens of millions of Americans, that check isn't extra income. It's the only income. And when it doesn't show up exactly when expected, the dominoes fall fast. November is not the month you want surprises. It's not the time to wait and see. The holidays bring stress even in the best of times. A delayed payment, even by a day, can cause overdrafts, late fees, missed rent, and empty refrigerators. So when the Social Security Administration confirms a new birth date-based payment system, that's not just trivia. It's essential knowledge for financial survival. Let's say your birthday is on the 6th. You're in Group 1. That means your check is scheduled for Wednesday, November 12th. That's your day. Plan your month around it. If your birthday's on the 17th, you're in Group 2. Your money drops on Wednesday, November 19th. That's your anchor point. Now, if your birthday falls on the 29th, Group 3. You're getting your funds on Wednesday, November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving. That's important. The banks will be closed on Thursday for the holiday. Friday is unpredictable. If you're not on direct deposit, and your mail is delayed even slightly, your Thanksgiving table could look very different. Let's talk about the pre-May 1997 group, the folks who've been receiving benefits the longest. Their payments typically come on or around the 3rd of the month. But this group can't afford to let that regularity lead to complacency. Even one mistake, one wrong digit in your bank info or a missed change of address form, can result in weeks of delay. And unfortunately, those delays don't come with priority handling. If something goes wrong, you have to call. You have to advocate for yourself. That's why we're saying it again. If you've moved, if you've closed a bank account, if you've changed your mailing address, or if there's any change in your situation, contact SSA immediately. Do it now, not when it's already too late and you're staring at an empty account. We also can't stress enough. Direct deposit is not just safer, it's smarter. We get it. Some people like to see the paper check in their hands. Feels tangible. Feels real. But real doesn't mean reliable. A snowstorm, a staffing shortage at the post office, a misdelivered envelope. That's all it takes to miss a payment. Direct deposit gets your money where it needs to be faster, often earlier, and without the risk of someone else getting their hands on it. In fact, many banks make funds from Social Security available a day early. That means, depending on your institution, you could see your money before the official date. That matters. And if something does go wrong, if your payment doesn't arrive, don't panic immediately. SSA recommends waiting 3 full business days. Not calendar days. Business days. That means if your payment was due Wednesday, the clock doesn't even start ticking until Thursday morning. Count Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Then, if it's still not there by Tuesday, say, don't delay. Their customer service line can get busy, especially around the holidays. But you can also use their online portal, which is often faster. Either way, don't just sit and wait. Action matters. Now let's talk briefly about the schedule structure itself, because understanding how it works empowers you to plan ahead. Not just for November but for every month after that. The birthday-based schedule works like this. SSA breaks the month into thirds. 1st to 10th equals 2nd Wednesday of the month. 11th to 20th equals 3rd Wednesday. 21st to 31st equals 4th Wednesday. This system helps reduce traffic in banking systems and ensures a smoother rollout of payments. It's not random. It's designed to avoid system crashes and processing errors. And while it may feel new or unfamiliar, it's part of a broader effort to create consistency. For many beneficiaries, this will be the new normal moving forward. So if you're feeling uneasy about the shift, take comfort in the fact that once you know your date, it doesn't change month to month, unless a holiday or weekend interferes. And that brings us back to November, which is uniquely tricky. Thanksgiving always lands on the 4th Thursday. That means the 4th Wednesday the date Group 3 gets paid is always close to that holiday. That introduces risk, compresses timelines. Banks are closed. Mail is delayed. Everyone's schedule is thrown off. Which means it's vital that beneficiaries in Group 3, those born between the 21st and 31st, take steps now to safeguard their finances. That means early budgeting. Set aside some of your October check for those extra November expenses. Don't assume your November payment will arrive without hiccups. Even if things have gone smoothly before, the holiday season introduces too many variables. And for SSI recipients, that November 1st date is your default. But if it lands on a weekend or holiday, Your check may come earlier, likely on Friday, October 31st. That sounds helpful, but it also means a longer gap until your next payment. If you're not careful, you could run short before the end of the month. So be cautious. Budget tightly. Know the dates and plan accordingly. For everyone listening, this isn't just a checklist of dates. It's a financial lifeline. A misstep here doesn't just cause confusion, it causes hardship. If you're a caregiver or family member of someone receiving Social Security or VA benefits, help them navigate this. Mark their payment date. Make sure their direct deposit info is correct. Remind them about the 3-day waiting period. Help them contact SSA if something changes. You can be the reason they avoid a major crisis. Let's be clear, SSA isn't out to get anyone. But it's a massive system. Millions of people. Billions in payments. Mistakes happen. What matters is how quickly you catch them. Don't wait until you're already behind on bills. Be proactive. And remember, SSA isn't automatically notified when you move or close a bank account. They don't get alerts when your rent increases or your utility bills double. You have to update them. You have to manage your file. This is your money. Protect it. So, if you haven't already, double-check your payment group. Mark the exact date your benefits arrive. Switch to direct deposit if you haven't. Update your personal information with SSA. Budget November carefully, especially around the holidays. Set reminders and alerts for payment tracking. Contact SSA if payment hasn't arrived after 3 business days. Every action you take today protects you tomorrow. In a time when everything costs more, from groceries to gas to heat, you can't afford uncertainty. And thanks to this new schedule, you don't have to live in the dark. And as always, if something goes wrong, contact the SSA. Don't wait. Don't hope it fixes itself. Be your own advocate. Be informed. Be ready. Now let's address something that doesn't get talked about enough. The emotional toll of this. Yes, these are just dates on a calendar. Yes, it's just a change in the distribution method. But for millions of Americans living on fixed incomes, even the smallest shift can cause real anxiety. When you're relying on that exact deposit to keep the lights on or to refill your medication, certainty matters. You need to know your money will show up, not eventually, not next week, on time. And here's the harsh truth. One missed payment can spiral into disaster. Overdraft fees, late rent, shut-off notices, debt collectors. Once that chain reaction starts, it's hard to stop. That's why understanding this schedule and acting on it isn't optional. It's essential. If the SSA is now tying your payment to your birthday, then you need to tie your financial planning to that same date. Let's revisit it one more time. Born between the 1st and 10th. You're getting your payment on Wednesday, November 12th. Born between the 11th and 20th. Your payment comes on Wednesday, November 19th. Born between the 21st and 31st. Your check hits on Wednesday, November 26th. Just before Thanksgiving. Receiving benefits before May 1997. You're on the legacy schedule. Expect your payment around November 3rd. Honest sigh. Payment is scheduled for November 1st, unless that's a weekend. Then it'll come earlier. These are the facts. These are the only dates that matter in November. And to those of you who are juggling multiple benefits like receiving both SSI and SSDI, you may have 2 different payment dates. It's confusing, but it's your reality. Write it down. Keep track of it. Don't assume. Never assume. Because assuming your check will land on the same day it did last month without checking is how people miss rent. It's how bills go unpaid. And it's how stress snowballs. And don't underestimate the banks. They play a role in this too. While SSA releases the funds on the scheduled date, each financial institution processes things slightly differently. Some release funds right away. Others hold it for 24 hours. Some credit accounts the night before. That's why direct deposit gives you an edge. You skip the postal system entirely, and you're not left wondering if someone's going to steal your check, or if your local mail truck broke down. Still getting a paper check. Ask yourself, why? Is it worth the risk? You can switch to direct deposit at any time by calling SSA or going online. It's not just about speed, it's about security. Your benefits are too important to gamble on an envelope. And if you think you're safe because everything has worked fine before, think again. Changes like this often trip up the people who assume they're immune. Update your contact information. If SSA sends mail and it bounces back, that can trigger a hold on your account. And if they don't have your current bank details, that payment bounces, and suddenly you're on the phone for hours trying to correct it. Take this seriously. Take 5 minutes today, just 5, to review your status. Plus, say if you're unsure. Log in to your account. Ask a trusted friend or family member for help if you're overwhelmed. But don't wait until the 12th, 19th, or 26th rolls around and you're left refreshing your bank app, wondering why nothing's there. And remember, SSA doesn't know you didn't get paid unless you tell them. If 3 business days pass with no payment, call them. Go online. File a report. That's how you protect yourself. Waiting in silence won't fix it. Let's be real. This system is huge and not without its flaws. But you don't have to be powerless. You have the tools. You have the dates. You have the knowledge. Use it. And if you've gotten value from this, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about. Someone who might not be watching closely. Someone who could easily miss one of these updates and end up in crisis. This isn't about clicks. It's about community. Leave a comment below if this helped you understand what to expect in November. Let us know your payment group. Let others know if you've had issues in the past. This is where real conversations happen, and your experience could help someone else avoid disaster. Like the video if you appreciate the clear breakdown. And subscribe so you're not left in the dark when the next update rolls out. We'll be here to keep you informed every step of the way. And one final reminder. If your payment is late, wait 3 business days. Then contact the SSA. Don't wait longer. Don't assume it'll fix itself. Stay on top of it. Because when it comes to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, there's one golden rule. No one will protect your income better than you. So protect it.